Hachette Audio presents It Takes Two, Bridesmaids Behaving Badly. Written by Ginny Holiday. Read by Angèle Masters.
For Sandra Owens, my fellow soldier, there's no one I'd rather be doing this with than you. Chapter 1. 12 weeks before the wedding. The phone rang. Wendy jumped, cursing herself for forgetting to turn it off before her meeting. Her client, Mr. Frederick Brecht, jumped too, his solemn tale of woe interrupted by the highly unprofessional "who let the dogs out" ringtone Wendy's best friend Jane had set for herself on Wendy's phone. "My apologies." Wendy fumbled to silence the phone and sneaked a glance at the time. It was late Friday afternoon, and Mr. Brecht was thorough. She eyed the now silent but still ringing phone. Historically, her heart had always done a happy little bleat when she saw the name Jane Denning on her call display. Wendy and Jane had been friends since the first day of 5th grade. Wendy still thanked her lucky stars that Jane had marched up to her in the cafeteria that first day and said, "Sit with me." Jane had made Wendy's first day at a new school better, just like she'd made every day since better. Because Jane was all the things a best friend should be. A good listener, a straight talker, and a hell of a lot of fun. That phrase, "like a sister," it wasn't enough to describe how close they were. Lately, though, her best friend was also one other thing. A bride-to-be. To be fair, and fairness was Wendy's stock in trade, Wendy couldn't accuse Jane of being a bridezilla. She wasn't making her bridesmaids do any bullshit crafts or anything. They all, Jane included, still had bridesmaid PTSD from their friend Elise's wedding last summer. As a result, all Jane had instructed was that they wear the black dress of their choice to her wedding. So, in a letter of the law sense, a person couldn't accuse Jane of being a bridezilla. But, spirit of the law. Even though Jane wasn't obsessed with the perfect wedding, she was sort of fixated, paradoxically, on the idea that she wasn't obsessed. She was constantly talking about how her wedding, which would be held at an amusement park she and her fiancé loved, was going to be low-key. It turned out that being low-key actually required a shit ton of mental energy. The phone's display continued to show Jane calling. Mr. Brecht pulled out a diagram of his apartment, on which he'd marked, and annotated, every instance of rodent infestation that had occurred over his 5-year...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?